Yes, Mzansi, welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's all about action, it's all about adventure, and not just on the movies, but in real life right here in South Africa. So let's dive into one of these people right now. Imagine launching yourself into the depths of the ocean with little more than a gulp of air and no oxygen tank. Now that's the sport of free diving in a nutshell, but there's a lot more to it. But something we'd like to call Mission Impossible indeed. Now, free diving instructor from Cape Town, Free Diving, we're talking about Stephan, Kirsten, joins us in the studio to shed more light on this extreme and absolutely exhilarating sport.
Deep. we live in a world where our breath, it really does dictate so much of what happens within our space, the control of our body.
Yeah.
But it doesn't keep us alive, literally. No. Stephan, thank you so much for being here, getting out of the water momentarily to join us.
Thanks for having me.
This is a weird sport because it almost feels a bit meditative and spiritual. There's something else going on here, and you could die at any time.
Yeah.
Is this the most dangerous sport in the world? Like, how have you framed what you do? How would you describe free diving?
So I would actually describe it as much safer than any of your other sports you do around here. So safer than running, cycling, climbing, any of those.
What? Okay.
Yeah. So the problem is we're dealing with two of people's biggest fears. We're dealing with lack of air, so suffocating, and then we're dealing with drowning, like the fear of water.
Yeah.
But if you tackle it properly and you get the proper training, it's actually an extremely safe sport. I love seeing the guys out at the beaches, just going around, grabbing the mask and snorkel and having a splutter around. If you look at like injuries and stuff, a lot less than your cycling and running. So I think it's actually a much safer sport than any of those.
I think we know that touch rugby is the most dangerous sport known to man because of the social element that's involved, I think.
6 years to recover from that.
But look at that playground, nature boy, hey?
Yeah, man, this literally looks like you are floating in a dream world. And for many people that don't get to experience this, what has kept you doing this for so long? What is the actual draw? I mean, without giving me a full monologue, because I know you could.
Yeah,
so many
I
reasons.
can talk forever, but yeah, just looking at those pictures we just had, and what he said, it is a playground, especially around Cape Town with the kelp forest. We call it sea bamboo.
Bamboo,
yeah,
yes, yeah.
it's a 360. You're surrounded 360 by nature, and
Immersed in it, man.
you really are immersed. And like you also said earlier, without the problem or all the gear, so you are a lot more maneuverable, you're a lot more free. And then that holding your breath and that slowing down, you are forced to be very slow. This is one of the weird sports where the more you do, the worse you do. So here you really have to slow down, and the more enjoyment you will get out of it. So that's one of the biggest things, is to get people to calm down and slow down.
It's kind of like a slow, adrenaline-fueled walk in an alien land. It's like, it combines so many wonderful sensory elements as well, but I would imagine training is fundamental, especially when it comes to the breathing.
Yeah.
So what does that training look like? I would imagine it's quite extensive, but how does it normally kind of play out for you?
There's definitely some training involved, but everybody can learn it within a 2-day course, the fundamentals. There's also a big difference if you look at the sports of freediving or whether you do it as a recreational activity.
Sure.
And for most people, I always recommend to take it up as a recreational activity. Sure, you can go in depth like any other sport, and you have your training regimes and your diet and all of that.
Yeah.
But I think unless you are competitive by nature, I'd always recommend people to go we call it adventure freediving.
Yeah.
And it's you get the basic theory, basic skills, and then you have a playground at your doorstep, whether it's here in Cape Town in the kelp forest, whether you're up in KZN on the coral reefs. The sardine one in the Eastern Cape is happening at the moment, and that is an incredible spectacle. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Now, listen,
Alien world.
What if you are someone that really has taken to this now after hearing you and is like, I want to do this, but I can't hold my breath? Firstly, how long can you hold your breath for? And secondly, you mentioned something earlier that you could potentially unlock the breath within other people. Is this true?
Oh, that's so easy.
Okay, that's so easy.
No, it really is. So I don't like talking about the numbers, but I have done 6 minutes once.
6 minutes?
It's like this entire...
By choice or by... And we were joking about saying, just hold your breath while we talk for a few minutes and let's see. Wow.
No, so within 2.5 hour theory session, just telling you about what the body does during breathing when you hold your breath, and then taking you through a few simple steps, I can get anybody out there to 1.5, 2 minutes, really easy.
Whoa.
Very rarely does it take a bit longer for someone to get there, but anybody can do the 1.5, 2 minutes.
Wow. Or your phone's going to go crazy. Everyone's going to message you. Yeah. I want a minute. I want 2 minutes.
So please, if he doesn't get back to you right away, don't hold your breath. He's on TV with us right now. Buddy, I think you are unlocking an entirely different realm, a world, a way of experiencing life for so many people. So thank you so much for doing that. We're going to keep all of your information out there. I think CapeTownFreediving.com is a great place to start. I would imagine the community is a great plug-in. So speak to free divers who have been doing it recreationally, those that have taken it to ridiculous 6-minute lengths, hopefully not by choice.
I'm really at the world record, hey?
Whoa, wow.
Sorry, I'm really halfway to the world record.
That's crazy, man. What the human body is capable is mind-blowing. Is it mission impossible? Nah, it's possible.